Hi guys, this is Sadik from Broadband.com, and in this video, we will show two methods through which you could SIM unlock your Pixel phone without using a PC, and a third method using which you could do this task with the help of a PC. So please take a backup of all the data on your phone and then let's get started. The first two methods are without the help of PC, whereas in the third method, we will take the help of PC to get this job done. So please take a backup of all the data because all these three methods will require a factory reset. So take a backup, and once that is done, let's get started. So first one, using the firewall VPN. So first and foremost, you have to remove the SIM card from the SIM card tray and the SIM card from your phone. So do so from here. And once you have removed the SIM card as well as the SIM from your phone, let's proceed ahead with the next step. So now you will have to do a factory reset of your phone. For that, go to the settings menu, system reset option, choose erase all data, again erase all data, and then wait for the process to complete. Once the reset is done, you will be taken to the welcome to your Pixel phone. From this screen, again I'm repeating, make sure that the SIM card has been removed from your phone. It should not be there on your phone. Once you have removed the SIM card, now tap on get started. Again tap on skip. You will not have to use the Wi-Fi as of now. Keep this point in mind. The phone should be set up offline. There should be no Wi-Fi or carrier data. Anyways, since you have removed the SIM card, there will be no carrier data. Also make sure that it's no Wi-Fi is also not there. So as of now, tap on skip in the Wi-Fi and tap on set up offline. Again tap on continue, tap on next, more, accept, and then again you may skip the pin log as of now. Just a minute, so I cannot skip it, so let me enter any pin of my choice. Once that is done, you will have to reconfirm the pin, and then it will ask you for the fingerprint or any other unlock. You may simply skip it for now, and once that is done, you may skip everything else. And with this, we are now inside the home screen. So now that we are inside the home screen, your first course of action is to disable the Google Play Service app. So let's get that job done. So go to the settings menu, go to apps, then go to see all apps and choose the Google Play Service from here. Tap on disable and again tap on disable app. You might get a prompt or a warning sign. That's completely normal. Once that is done, you will now have to connect your phone to the Wi-Fi. You may now do the connection after disabling the Google Play Service. You may now connect your phone to the Wi-Fi. So let me do that as well. It will take just a few seconds. So just let me connect my phone via the Wi-Fi network, and it is done. Once the Wi-Fi connection is established, open the Google Play, or you will get a few notifications. Just do one thing, turn on DND, and it will not show you any notification or sound as such. Now open or launch Google Chrome, and it will ask you to enable Play Service. Do not enable it as of now. Simply tap anywhere else on the screen and now tap on continue. Again tap on got it, and now you have to search for the NetPatch Firewall APK. You may also download the app from my guide and then transfer the app onto your phone. Let me search the app from here itself because as of now we are not using the PC. And for installing the app and for the source of the website, you may use any trusted site of your choice. As of now I'm using the Softonic app. You are free to use any app which you trust. Then wait for a few seconds and tap on free download. Then close the ad. You will get a couple of ads. That's completely normal. And from here tap on free APK download, and the APK file should now get downloaded in a few seconds. So let's just wait for that to happen, and you will now get a prompt on your phone regarding the APK download. Tap on download anyway, and the app is downloaded. Tap on open, then go to settings and enable the toggle next to allow from this source and install the app, and it will take a few seconds for the app to be installed. Once the app is installed, launch the app. Now enable the toggle next to it and then tap on OK in the connection request that appears. Now you will be asked to enable the Android battery optimization for this app. Tap on OK. Now choose the app which is the NetPatch Firewall. Then tap on allow background usage and select unrestricted, or there should be two options, either unrestricted or don't optimize. So select either of the two options, whichever is there on your phone. Once that is done, you may now go back to the app and make sure it's now showing as NetPatch Firewall is enabled. Once that is done, select app settings, and now choose the apps and select system apps, and all the system apps are now visible. So first off, you have to search for the device setup app. So let me search for that, device setup, and now you have to turn off both the Wi-Fi and the carrier data for both the screen on and screen off for the device setup app. So let me turn it off. As you could see, we have turned off both the Wi-Fi and carrier data under both the screen off and screen on for the device setup app, and after that do the same for the carrier setup app as well. So let me search for the carrier setup. Likewise, turn it off for both the carrier setup apps. Once that is done, you will now have to go to the VPN page on your phone. So go to the settings menu, network and internet, VPN, tap on the settings icon next to NetPatch Firewall and enable the toggle next to always on VPN. Likewise, enable the toggle next to block connection without VPN, and then tap on turn on under the required VPN connection, and with this the VPN is now activated. Once that is done, you will now enable the Google Play service. So let's do that as well. So from the settings menu, go to apps, see all apps, choose the Google Play service from here. Just a minute, and now you may enable the app. Once that is done, you may now reinsert your SIM card as well. So let me do that. It will take just a few seconds. So simply reinsert the SIM card onto your phone, and then we could verify the result as well. So let me do that, and it will take a few seconds. And as you could see, the SIM is now inserted. It will take a few seconds to install the APN as well, and after that the network and the calling should now be accessible. So you will have to wait for a few seconds, and your carrier will now send you the data and the APN profile as well. And with this, the network is now enabled and you may get the required job done. So let me show you that as well. So let's access the internet tiles from here, and let me go to the, as you could see, I am using the Jio LTE. It's now activated and it's now up and running. If I now turn off the Wi-Fi as well, I could access the internet and the calling using the, let me refresh the page, and the Jio should load the page. It could take up to a little while. That's completely normal, nothing to worry about, and the page is now being refreshed. So guys, this was the first method using which you could get this job done. Apart from that, there exist a couple of other methods. Let me show you the next method as well. So currently, as you could see, the network is working well and good. Likewise, I could easily make calls and connect to Wi-Fi as well. So I'll have to do a recharge. Okay, that's well and good. The SIM card that I'm using is not currently recharged. That's a matter of another concern. But the phone and the SIM is now working, and as you could see, I've got the SMS as well from the carrier data. The only issue that I'm facing is that the SIM is not recharged as of now, but the SIM card is working and I have got the carrier data, as you could see from here. So with that said, let's now move ahead with the next method. So next up, first and foremost, you will again have to, okay, so in this method, there is no need to do a format data. So let me simply remove the SIM card from my phone. Since we don't have to do a format data, you will have to remove the SIM card, and once that is done, again let me remove the app as well. So it is a NetPatch Firewall app. Let me uninstall the app, and this will uninstall everything. Let me verify the same as well. Settings, and as you could see, currently there is no VPN app as well. So we are now back to square one, and now I'll show you how to get this job done using the app which is known as NetGuard. It's quite a popular and famous app. So let's install the app. Let me connect my phone to the Wi-Fi, and then you may get this job done via Wi-Fi as well. So in this case, it's not compulsory to do a format data, but if it is possible on your end, I will still recommend and advise you that you do a format data just to be on the safer side. So currently I am doing a format data because it might be the case that there could be some issues later on. So to avoid that from happening, I will advise you that you do a format data. you may do one more thing. You may try out this tweak and see if it works out or not. If it works out, well and good. On the other hand, if it does not work in your case, then you will have to do a format data and then retry it, the process. So with that said, currently I am doing a format data just to avoid any issues that might happen later on. So I am doing a format data right now. So let's just wait for a few more seconds. So guys, with this we are now inside the setup screen. So tap on get started and let's get going. But if you want, you may now do a set up your phone online. It's completely up to you. In this method, there is no need to set up the phone offline or disable the Google Play service. You may keep the Google Play service enabled and you may also set up the phone as of now itself. In fact, you might not even have to do a reset. I am just doing a reset just to be on the safer side. So it's completely optional on your end. This method is quite shorter and easy to carry out. Moreover, there is no need to do a reset or disable the Google Play Service app, and you may enable the Wi-Fi right away itself. So with this, we are now inside the OS, and now let's get started with the process. So first and foremost, you will have to install the NetGuard app from Play Store or any other third-party site of your choice. So let me connect my phone via Wi-Fi. It will just take a few seconds, just a minute. So let's connect the phone online, and once we are online, let me now install the NetGuard app. Currently I am not logged in to my Play Store or the Google account, so I'll have to sideload the APK file for the NetGuard app from a trusted third-party site. So let me download it. If you are logged in, you may simply use the Play Store app. Currently let me use the up to down website. You are free to use any site of your choice, and it will now download the APK. Will take a few more seconds. Tap on download anyway and tap on open. Then go to settings, enable the toggle next to allow from this source, and install the NetGuard app. And let's now wait for a few seconds for the app to be installed. Once the app is make sure that as of now the SIM card should be removed from your phone. Now tap on open and tap on I agree, then tap on the OK and again tap on OK from here. Then you may tap on OK on all the warning or prompt that appears. Now you will first and foremost have to enable the toggle next to the NetGuard app, and you will now get a prompt on your phone. Tap on OK, then tap on OK again in the connection request that appears. Then you will again get a prompt for the Android battery optimization. Checkmark, don't ask again, and tap on OK. And from here choose the app. So this is the NetGuard app. Then tap on allow background usage and choose unrestricted. Once that is done, go back, again go back, and it will now ask you to give it the notification access. So tap on the red warning for the notification, then tap on allow, and it has now got all the permission requests. Once that is done, tap on the overflow icon at the top right and select settings. And once you are inside the settings option, you will now have to go to advanced option, and from there enable the toggle next to manage system apps. Once that is done, go back, again go back, and you should now see all the system apps. So from here you will now have to disable the Wi-Fi and the carrier data for the device setup and the carrier setup apps. So first off, search the device setup app from here. So this is the device setup app, and tap on the Wi-Fi and the data icon, and make sure to turn off the carrier data and Wi-Fi for both for this app. Likewise, do the same for the carrier setup app as well. So let me get that job done. So turn off the Wi-Fi and the carrier data for both the carrier setup apps. Once that is done, you will now have to reinsert your SIM card and check out the result. And before that, it's recommended that you restart your phone as well. You may do a restart before or after inserting the SIM card. As of now, let me do the restart before inserting the SIM card. So just a minute. let me now restart my phone. So tap on restart, and once the phone restarts, you may then reinsert the SIM card onto your phone and check out the result. So in this method, we have to simply enable all the toggles and all the permission, then go to the enable the toggle next to the app. You will get a VPN request, tap on OK. You will then get the battery optimization request, again enable the toggle next to battery optimization for the app, then go to advanced setting and select the manage system apps. Now disable the toggle for the Wi-Fi and carrier data for the device setup and the carrier setup apps. Once that is done, you will then have to do a restart, and once the restart is done, wait for a few more seconds. Upon a restart, wait for around 6 to 10 seconds till you see the Wi-Fi icon at the top. So just wait for a few seconds, and once that happens, you may then reinsert the SIM card and check out the result. So let me now launch the app, and the app is running, and likewise you could see the VPN icon is now there. So now let me insert the SIM card and verify the result as well. So the SIM card is now inserted, and you could now see the carrier data and the SIM option there, and it's enabled. So as of now, my SIM card is not recharged. That is why the data might not work. But over here, you should now see the LTE and the Geo option. It will take just a few seconds for that to happen. So let's just wait. The carrier data will now send the APN profile, and the APN profile will be automatically installed onto our phone. And with this, our connection stands successfully established. As you could see, the carrier data has been established, and we are now good to go ahead. So let me now access my website. So as I've told you, in my case, it's just that my SIM card is not currently charged or recharged. That is why I'm facing this issue. In your case, you will be able to access the internet without any issues as such. So guys, this was the second method using which you could SIM unlock your Pixel phone. Let me now show you the third method using which you could get this job done. So let's get started in the third method. So let me first show you my SIM status as well. So network and internet, SIMs Geo. So it is on for this Geo. The mobile data is also enabled, and it's all working well and good now. Anyways, let's now proceed ahead with the next method. So now, as you could see, let's move ahead with the third method. In the third method, we'll have to use the use of ADB command. So in the ADB command, once again, we will have to do a factory reset. This will wipe off all the data from your phone. So let me now do a reset and check out the result. So go to system, reset option, erase all data, type in your PIN, then erase all data once again, and it will now do a factory reset. So let's just wait for that to happen. So guys, once the reset is complete, first and foremost, you will have to remove the SIM card from your phone. So let me get that job done as well. Once the SIM card has removed, the steps are the somewhat same to the first method. You will have to remove the SIM card, do a factory reset. So the reset is just about to get complete. And now while we are doing a setup, you will not have to connect to Wi-Fi. Do keep in mind that you should not connect to Wi-Fi. It's exactly the same as in the first method. So let's wait for a few more seconds, and then we will skip the initial setup process, take you to the OS and carry out the rest of the process. And with this, tap on get started. It will now ask you to connect to Wi-Fi. Just tap on skip, and after that tap on setup offline. Let me show you that as well. So tap on skip and then tap on setup offline. Again tap on continue. As of now, you don't have to connect to Wi-Fi, and the SIM card from your phone should be removed as well. Keep both of these points in mind. Then let me now type in the password and re-enter the password. Once that is done, it will ask you for a fingerprint. You may skip it as of now. Let me skip that, and our phone should now be up and running. Let me skip this as well. And with this, we are now inside the OS. So first and foremost, again I'm repeating, make sure that the SIM card has been removed and the Wi-Fi should be turned off on your phone. Once that is done, you will now have to enable USB debugging. So go to the settings menu on your phone, then go to about phone and tap on build number 7 times. After that, you will have to type in the password. So do so. Then after that, go back and go to system, then go to developer option and enable the toggle next to USB debugging. You will now get a prompt on your phone. Tap on OK. You might then get an RSC key prompt as well. Tap on allow, and with this, debugging is now enabled. Let's verify the same. So get hold of the Android SDK platform tools from my guide and extract them onto your PC. These are the files of the platform tools. Now type in CMD in the address bar and hit enter. This will launch the command prompt window inside platform tools. Now type in ADB devices and make sure that you're getting an ID. If you're not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone from the PC. Disable and re-enable USB debugging. Tap on revoke USB debugging. Use the official USB cable that came with your phone and use the USB 2.0 port on your PC. So carry out these USB tweaks and make sure that you're getting an ID. Once you're getting this ID, you will now have to enable the ADB shell environment. So type in ADB shell and you will either get your phone name or the phone code name. In my case, I'm getting the phone code name BlueJS for the Pixel 6a. So you will now have to execute this command. So copy the command from here, paste it in the CMD window and hit enter. Do keep in mind that this command might not work on older Pixel phone. So for me in the Pixel 6a, this command did not work, but I have checked on the Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro and the command did work out. So let me show you. In my case, the command will not work. So I had to use either the method 1 or the method 2, but I have seen this working across numerous Pixel 7, 7a and the 7 Pro. So if it works out for you, well and good, or else if you are getting this error message, then I made a separate video on how to fix this issue. But if you are unable to fix the issue, or if you don't want to fix the issue, then you must simply go with the method 1 or the method 2. Anyways, if this command did work out for you and you have achieved success, then after that you will now have to reinsert the SIM card on your phone and then verify the result. This time around, your SIM card should now work and your device is now unlocked. Just keep in mind that you might have to do a restart once, and only after that the SIM unlock might work in your case. So in all these methods, all the three methods, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First and foremost, it is recommended, or rather compulsory, that you have to do a format data before trying out any of these three methods. Likewise, you will have to remove the SIM card initially in the first step itself. Likewise, initially you will have to turn off the Wi-Fi as well in all these three methods. So even though in some of these methods that is not given out regarding the format data and the Wi-Fi is not given, but still I will highly advise you that you do a format data, remove the SIM card and turn off the Wi-Fi, and only then carry out the steps. And at the end of the step, you may then re-enable the Wi-Fi, and after that reinsert the SIM card. In some cases you might have to do a restart of the phone as well. So do a restart and after that verify the result, and this time around it should work. You may also remove the SIM card and reinsert the SIM a couple of times and then do a restart for the trick to work. Just keep in mind that all these tricks will only work until and unless you do a factory reset next time around. The next time you do a factory reset, the apps will be removed from your phone. For instance, in the first method, the next time you do a factory reset, it will remove the NetPatch firewall app. Likewise, in the second method, upon a subsequent factory reset, it will remove the NetGuard app, and in the third method, it will remove the ADB shell command, and you will lose this tweak. That's not a cause of concern. You will simply have to re-execute the entire steps, and then you will again get back the unlocked device. Just carry out the same steps once again, and it will again be live until and unless you do a factory reset one more time. So guys, on that note, we round up this video. If you have any queries with regard to any of the steps, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.